Good morning. There are going to be some sensitive topics discussed in this very video. I don't normally post things like this. I'm not a big drama person to post on things like this. My dog's next to me if you hear yawning or licking. Just taking a nap. But since, Mike said he wanted to come on my friend's stream and they annoyed me. That's how I'm gonna put it. They annoyed me and just kind of made the whole situation worse. So I'm going to put my side out as a witness to the situations that happened with evidence on the screen. This video was already made by Snow, so go ahead and check out their side. They have everything on their channel as well. I'll link it as well as put it on the video. But we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So what I saw, because this was in middle school, like the end of middle school into quarantine. So we were in 8th grade, and I originally met Austin through a friend. I don't entirely remember this friend, but I met them through a friend, and they were kind of fine. And, I didn't really have any complaints because I didn't really talk to him. But it was still, like, he gave off an iffy vibe. And I later later on, my friend Snow told me before the year ended, before COVID hit, that they were seeing them. And so I was like, okay, good for you, I'm glad you found someone and all that fun jazz. And so in this time, COVID hit and we all had the, quarantine. No one would go outside. Basically, everything was closed and all that fun stuff. Hey, Abby. So we had all that fun stuff. So I would only see what was happening online. And we had like Google Hangouts, we had Discord later on. So I had contact with Snow in this time. And we would talk on Google Hangouts all the time. I don't have the chats anymore, but they actually do. Because they kept it and I deleted my Google chat. And I also use my school email, so I don't have any of it anymore. So there's my evidence. My friend has it. I don't. Anyways, so yeah. So what I would see from this perspective in 8th grade and before going into high school, I would actively see them not join our Discord calls or our Hangout calls because we would have them to play Roblox before I started anything like online. So we would call on Roblox, or we would call and play Roblox, and we would just talk. And so much changed with that it was like I could tell it was different. I could tell that Snow changed and something was going on. Like we would put our cameras on, and I could be like, "Oh my god, you're getting skinnier." And I didn't know the reasoning for that, but like I would hear like, "Yeah, I'm just like not eating as much, I don't know, I just don't have the appetite." So like I was seeing his effect in full force because Snow wouldn't eat while with them. So I saw that, and then sometime during high school, I didn't lose contact with Snow, but we did stop texting briefly for I think a month. But we got right back in it. And it's no biggie, but like I would always like get a DM like, "Hey, I'm not feeling so good." Like I would try to like make them feel better, because like I could see that they were getting super depressed. Like it was getting bad to where like every single day like we would talk and be like, hey, like, this isn't good. Like, why are you feeling this way? What's making you feel this way? Like, let's get this out of your life. And they'd be like, oh, it's like, it's nothing. Like, it's not a big deal. When of course it is a big deal because of all this. And I actually heard about everything once it was over. Um, well, not everything, but I heard majority of it once it was all over. Um, so I heard like, oh, like as soon as it was over, they were like, oh, like they said they would kill themselves if I broke up with them. All this yada yada. Um, and then I knew about the adult pictures that were being forced to be sent afterwards. Um, and it was just horrible because on the docs itself, basically, he had this whole drama, and I still had his hangouts, and this was as soon as it was over. And basically, he threatened to beat me up, and there was one time where he threatened me to like kill me. And he also threatened to kill Snow, and it was not fun. Like you can see it right here. I will end her and hurt her until she dies. Um, and then he censored out bitch, and I said he won't do shit, obviously, but I'm like cursing like a sailor because that's who I am. I love cursing. I'm trying to uplift the situation as well. And then he also right after that goes, "Bet I beat you if you talk smack about me." He threatened to beat me. This was 2023. This or wait, what date? What this was like 2022 because I got rid of my hangouts in 2023, low key. So this was 2022. So I was 16, probably 15 at the time. Yeah, 15, 16. So this was when I was in, I would say my first year of high school or second. First or second or summer break. Somewhere in there, I still had contact with him and I would send him that. I also did send him a text. Okay, I don't. But basically, I texted him. I know like the exact text message that I sent him was, "I know what you did. Do your parents know?" And I got a text back like, "Who is this? I thought I blocked you." And then I said it again. I do your parents know what you did? Um, and so I had his number for the longest time. And I had that on him. And apparently, somebody told his parents what happened. I didn't personally. I did not break that. I did not go to his parents and tell them. But I did threaten that a lot. And I was going to. Like, I did my research. I had his parents' numbers. So I was going to do that if he, like, doubled down on it. And so apparently someone else did that, and on the live, you can hear him say, "My parents already hate me."
But don't let me laugh. My parents hate me fucking shit.
Yep.
My roommates hate me fucking shit. And I've lost 50% of the fans I used to have.
So someone told them, and I don't blame them. I sent him that text message. I did that. If he goes out and says that I did that, I did. I stick by it. Of course, I didn't get to see it firsthand because this wasn't my situation. This wasn't like done to me physically. I just saw how it affected my best friend, and it did affect them horribly. Like I would get text messages at like 3 a.m. and we were in like our first year of high school, and I was like, this isn't normal for them. It was normal for me because I was also severely depressed. I was not on meds, and I was just like not having it. Not about me, right? Um, and I also didn't know that my best friend had a YouTube channel. Whatever, it's cool. But I was there to see this happen. I knew, like, I didn't involve myself with him because I knew that he wasn't a good person. Like, I got vibes from him, and I can't. That's not like me justifying like, oh, that's why I treated him so poorly is because I got bad vibes. No, like I treated him poorly after I found out what he did. I was trying to be nice. I was trying not to like be mean as a middle schooler can, or middle school and high schooler can be as mean because they don't know any better. And that was me after this. But I did know about the threat of the shooting threat that he sent to Snow's neighbor. I got sent this image on the Google Hangouts. It was bad. This was in 2020, and so I emailed the principal. I don't have the email anymore because it was. I need to stop doing things. Like, if I could go to my past self and tell me not to do things with my school email so I could have it as evidence, I would. Because I did email their principal at the time, who wasn't my principal because I transferred the next year over to their school. I emailed the principal and I was like, hey, like, you got to get this kid out of here. Like, he's gonna shoot up the place, right? Because that's what he said he was gonna do. He says right here, he sent the video of him. Oh, are you watching it? And he goes, yes, she will suffer. And he was like, when are you even gonna do it though? And then he says, I have a gun ready, first day of school. And he said, bro, that's a threat. And he's like, yes, acknowledging that he knows like this is a threat and he can have those consequences. And the neighbor was like, why you got to do that though? And he's like, that's what I'm going for. It's bad. Like, this is horrible, and it's unfortunately extremely normal in the US of A, and it's just horrible. So this is the exact video. I will put it up on screen. This is the exact video that he posted on YouTube. Yes, it is now taken down. No, it does not take any of the meaning away. It's just, he did that. Now this is what it is. So I will play the video.
I'm currently in a chat with one of the people who wants to see my newest video. This video is the plan. Now I hope that Galaxy Gamer, aka the mean girl, isn't watching this video, because I do not want her to know. If you know her, do not send her this video. This video I want to talk about the revenge plans. I've planned for her, how to destroy her completely. She's not going to be dead, just not functional anymore. She's not going to like die in a coma or get injured. She's going to have no feelings anymore. I'm just going to make her erase all her facial expressions or anything. She's going to become stoic. Or in other words, she's going to not be herself anymore. She's going to be so broken after my revenge, she's not going to know the reason between right or wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me just answer this question. My friend is asking me when I'm going to post it. Oh, by the way, go subscribe to my second channel, Monica Challenges. I'll be posting weekly videos. And there's like 2 videos on there. Number 1's like doing challenges. And number 2 is how to make a paper sword. Go check that video. Go check that channel out. Oh, okay. So, just a little background on why am I doing this. Number 1, we were dating. Number 2, she broke me. Number 3, she blocked me more than 4 or 5 times. Number 4, she unsubscribed from my channel. Number 5, she avoids my question. And she doesn't like me anymore. Good news for you. I hate you. I hate you, Lauren. Okay. So basically, you guys better understand this to Lauren. This is my plan to destroy her. I figured out some pretty dirty stuff she's done. So, this is my revenge. And if you guys send this to her and she figures out, I hope she doesn't figure it out. But let's just say if she finds out, she's probably doing some preparations. But this is my revenge. You guys are ready for this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for coronavirus to be over. These days I'm starting ignoring her as much as possible. Well, I'm going to wait for coronavirus is over. And then once coronavirus is over, on the first day we met, I'm going to start messing with her. Seriously. I'm pretty sure she's going to be avoiding me the entire day, but I'm going to try to get her attention. And then I'm going to take my course. First, I'm going to sabotage her plans. Second, I'm going to turn her friends on her, like she's turning my friends on me. Third, I'm going to humiliate her by exposing her. Because I don't have video proof of anything. I don't also have any pictures of what she did. But I can drop the dirt on her. I'm going to expose her to the entire school. Hope word does not get around to the principal. But she is going to hate me if I expose her. But I don't care. As soon as she throws the first punch, I'm going to throw my first punch. And her first punch has already been thrown by blocking me over and over and over again. Every single time I somehow unblock myself. So she's already thrown her first punch. And it's time for me to throw my first punch. I'm going to start making super mean videos about her on my YouTube channel. She's not going to notice because she's not even subscribed. But if you guys out there are watching this video and tell them I'm doing this, you guys better watch out. I shouldn't care. She has no defense against me. So that's going to be the first part of my revenge. There's going to be way more parts. I'm going to start spraying acid in her eyes. I'm going to trick her. I'm going to basically rob her. Well, I'm not going to rob her. I'm just going to do some really mean pranks on her. And I'm going to probably ruin her forever. Like she's ruined me. So if any of you guys think this is too harsh to do on someone I used to love, just look at me, for example. I've been broken for more than a month already. I've been doing things I should not do. I've not been eating enough, sleeping enough. I've just been alone here making videos. Literally, she's broken me. This is what she deserves. So if any of you guys think out there, man, this guy is terrible. You're gonna do this to an innocent poor girl? No, she's not innocent. She may be poor, but she's not innocent. She's done this to me. I'm just giving her, returning the favor. You know, you give something, you get something. You give another person pain, you receive pain. And Lauren, if somehow this video gets to you, you said I put you through hell? You say that? Oh, if what I done before put you through hell, this is going to be much worse than what hell is like. If you think that before was hell, that was just a little taste of death. This is hell. You're not going to like it. And I don't care what you think. I don't care how much this hurts you. Because I know I can do this. And you deserve this for what you've done to me for all these years. Well, I shouldn't say years, all this time. But you are going to suffer pain like you've never suffered before. Maybe you've suffered a lot of pain, like losing your mother, because she's mental or something. But this pain is going to be so much worse. Just you wait. After I'm done with my revenge, you'd rather die than live. This is just a warning. If somehow this video gets up to you, I can promise you will want to die instantly and wish you never existed on this earth or hurt me.
So that's the video. It's so great, right? Yeah, really incriminating stuff. Acid in her eyeballs. Oh, he's not better either. Hey, baby. He's not better at all, by the way.
I need to better myself. That's why I joined the military. To better the fuck out of myself.
And you got kicked out?
Sure, I haven't changed my thoughts or the way I talk. But I'm not gonna go randomly.
How does that make you better if you haven't changed?
Sure,
You guys can check it out on my Twitch. And the only reason why he was apologizing was because he was forced to, because he wants the quote-unquote harassment to stop. On their video, we have proof. Let me pull it up. So it's not in the description, but it's somewhere in the video where we go, please don't go around harassing them. We're not spreading hate, we're spreading awareness. It's a very sensitive topic for them. So obviously, we're not going to. I'm saying this, not to spread hate. I'm spreading awareness. There's a little bit of hate in here. because, well, I hate this guy. He hasn't changed at all. And Snow was actually blocked from their live. I actually have their chats. I have their chats. Being a dumb kid won't explain anything. You fucking traumatized me by essaying and threatening me. That's not a mistake. That's not something you can accidentally do. And then they go, I have complete right to call your BS out. Yep, all you care about is your fame and not anything you've done. This clearly isn't an apology. It's just you trying to defend yourself. And of course, Snow goes, because he was like, oh, you just like being the center of attention, or you're doing this.
You enjoy the attention, don't you?
What attention? Bro, acts like I have
Owning up to what I did.
subscribers
I said I was
to convert my followers to you. That's what he said. That he called his roommates. We're saying that we convinced his roommates to go on our side.
Ellie, there you go. You have another fan of yours now. It's slapping at me.
Yeah.
Alright, now my other roommate's also harassing me now.
Boo
They're
hoo.
laughing at me. Great.
Bro, what? Yeah, and Snow goes, I don't care about the attention. I just want to put out to people who have gone through the same thing. This isn't about image or anything. I just want to spread awareness. And Snow doesn't swear. And this literally goes this. And he literally goes, shut the fuck up about your image and own up to your actions. Snow doesn't swear. Or they try not to, at least. And this whole thing is them swearing, which I just love, because that just like, what do you mean? What do you mean you do this much damage to have my best friend swear at you? You suck. Yeah, we didn't send them to harass or anything. I just wanted to spread awareness. He asked us to take it down, because it was ruining his image and it was losing fans. So we said fuck no. Yeah, we have all that fun jazz. That he sucked. He got kicked out of the Marines. He's now in the Army. Yeah. We also, so me and Snow, we saw that he was on the Marines post. They take a picture of the new recruits with their little, with them in the photo, and they add them in the description, and they're like, look at our new cadet. And so what we did, I went to the comments of the post, and I said, I don't remember what I said because I don't have the screenshots because I got blocked. Hello? But basically I said, do you know that your cadet is basically a narcissist, abusive, deranged psychopath? I'm gonna put it that way because he is literally threatened to pour acid in my best friend's eyes. Hello. So I was like, yo, do you know you have this? And I put it in their comments, and I also DM'd them, and I got blocked. What? What do you mean? What do you mean I got blocked? And then my friend also sent them, my best friend, Snow, also sent them a DM, basically saying the same thing. And their boyfriend at the time also DM'd them. All three of us got blocked. Huh. Maybe this system is corrupt. Huh. Anyways, I'm just going to read out what he did. So this was 2019, 2021, again, where I said it was when I DM'd him the fucking, I'll kick your ass. 2021. So they were 13 and 14 at this time. Please keep this in mind. 13, 14. And he's 15, 16. Oh my god, 14, 15, 16 is his age. And Snow was 13 to 14 because he's a year and a half older. So, yeah, started in late middle school, 8th grade, but we knew each other since 6th and he was in 7th. It was an online relationship, thank God, because of COVID. So Snow, little backstory into them, their mom is not the best. I'm not going to get into this. This isn't the story for me to tell. It's just not good, okay? And so he would always be like, are you sure you're not like your mom? No, the fuck? So, yeah, so here's trigger warnings, there's essay, death threats, just a whole lot of shit that should not be mentioned to a 13, 14-year-old. So, basically, to sum him up as a person, he's perverted, over-controlling, overly jealous and possessive. He's manipulative, homophobic, and transphobic. He would use existing trauma against Snow, purposely using triggers like blowing on the mic to scare or cause panic attacks. So Snow was, as I said before, was really low at this time. So anything would trigger something. And that's not being like, oh, they were overly sensitive, like everything was a trigger, like it was 2020. Like, no, this was like an actual thing, and it was horrible because I witnessed this, and I tried everything to help calm down the situation as well as try to make sure no one did these things. He was told many times to not do it or stop, and of course he didn't listen, and he would laugh or brush off their panic attack. Horrible thing to do. His parents would blame Snow for his bad grades, even though he would keep Snow on call and like basically force them to be on call. And they left one time and he was like, no, come back. Like, I don't care if my mom said to get off, just mute and turn off your camera. Snow barely met his parents as well, besides one time, which was his birthday when he was dropped off, and didn't even get a chance to socialize with them. On call, his mom would come in, and of course, Snow would be respectful and would listen to what she said. He, as in Austin, would never take no or I'm not comfortable with that as an answer, despite Snow physically saying it and vocalizing it many, many times, would literally just not listen. Austin said he would off himself as a trigger or a breakup prevention, as well as using Snow's mental health against him, making fun of like wanting to hurt himself or be gone from existence because of his doing. Like I said, I noticed he was getting really down. I'm like pissed off, like my hands are shaking. You guys can't see this, but my hands are actively physically shaking because I was the one who convinced him not to harm himself. I was the one who suggested rubber bands, hair ties, and I'm so glad I did because they would have a lot more than what they already have. You know, as much as this has affected Snow, it makes me so upset to know that it physically like not only changed them for the worst at the time, but it took so long to regain everything that they used to have. And I think that it's so important that we acknowledge that they've come so far from this. And to go off from that, he would never own up to anything, like in the live, never would. He was always playing victim, still did that on the live. He only cares about himself, still only. He played jokes of cheating on Snow, which we aren't surprised if he actually did. No biggie. That's like the least thing he did. He threatened to hang himself if Snow broke up with him. Never did. Wouldn't let Snow go outside or hang out with friends like me, because I'd be like, hey, like, it's just gonna be me and you. Like, can I hang out at your house? Can we go to the park or something? Wear some masks. And a lot of the times I would get like no, I'm not really feeling up to it. And of course I'd be like, okay, like let's just talk, let's just text, let's just call. We don't have to do anything physical like that. And would threaten to break up or worse. So that's fun. Of course, force Snow to send adult photos of themselves even when they didn't want to and vocalize, no, like I don't want to do this, I'm not comfortable. Misgender friends purposely because he didn't believe in trans people. Basically, to go back on this, I transitioned in middle school. I felt more myself as a boy in middle school, and that's me. I stand by that. It's a decision I made, and I felt comfortable for the first time in the longest of times. And sometimes I still feel like that, but I've not developed, but I've more come to understand myself, and I'm, gender fluid. I'm just anything and everything at the same time, and I think that's just me. That's who I am. And he would misgender me on purpose, and said because Snow told them that they were bisexual, and Snow identified as a woman at this time and had their dead name. Said if you're with a man, then you're straight. If you're with a woman, then you're gay. If you're by yourself, then you're bi. And this was when he told Austin that he was bisexual. And when Snow would cry, he would say, "Can you stop? It's making me uncomfortable," or just blow it off with no empathy. Real Charlie Kirk situation right here, right? And he talked about getting Snow pregnant at the age of 13, 14, by forcing them into it if Austin saw Snow in person instead of just over a Zoom call. We have evidence of this. At a friend's house, he said he'd have touched Snow under the blanket if it wasn't for Snow's friend stopping him, and proceeded to later pin Snow down on the floor a few seconds before getting up before he could get caught. Snow's not a religious person, so Austin forced him to join his Bible study group online, and Snow kept his video off and muted because of anxiety, and Austin kept trying to force him into it. Luckily, they kept strong, and even with the threats of breaking off, clearly buffs, but was his favorite thing to do. And yes, so Austin was very unhygienic, and we learned from his roommate that that hasn't changed. And this has been 5 years later. So he would take 3-minute showers, claimed he used shampoo and conditioner in that time, and we're pretty sure it was just water and getting out and getting in quickly, which we do have now evidence on this with his roommates. He made a diss track on Snow. I believe this is it.
Hey, what's back? What's poppin'?
Yeah.
I just want to say you will never see Lauren in another video. We're done. Like, forever. She blocked me on everything. And she was unsubscribed. What a rude person. She said she wasn't that rude. But blocking me like this? That's rude. So, if anyone can see this video, and if Lauren sees this video, Lauren, if you're watching this, this is how I feel about you right now. You want to do this to me? I do this to you. If anyone wants this video, get this video to Lauren. I'll leave her channel and the icon in the right corner over here. Really, you want to think how I want to know about you? You really are the meanest person on earth. Oh, did I say that right? Yes, I did. You're the meanest person. You blocked me for no apparent reason. I know we were over, but you don't have to go that far doing this to me. First you unsubscribe, then you block me on your first channel, then you block me on your second channel. What's this? You're going too far. Even your friends said it was not worth doing this, but you just ignored them and did it anyway. You know, my heart's been broken by you more than 100,000 times. You just go doing this to other people. Really, that's crime. That's fine, because you're getting this. No matter what you do, I'll always be stronger than you. Might be thinking you're so smart blocking me, but look who's in the end, who's being hurt and all. I may be in some pain, I might be in some stress, but look at you. You're the worst person I ever met. I don't even know why I started dating you in the first place. That's really wrong. I really should have known I should have been doing better before you broke my heart and broke my through. Breaking up one's thing, but cutting off connection, it's going too far. You said many things I was doing was taking too far, but I didn't go as far as doing this to you. You really think that I don't care? You really think that I suck? Who's the one who's making mistakes now? You say I was the cause of all your troubling problems, but look at what you're doing. Isn't you're the troubling problems, and you're the one to say I'm ruining everything for you. You ruined my entire life by doing this to me. I try to send you nice texts, talk it through, but you don't really care about what I feel or what I think about everything that I do. You're just really caring about yourself. You really don't care about anyone else. Watch this. You're gonna feel the burn, feel the shame that you caused up upon my game. Shouldn't have tested my anger with you. You really know how bad I can get. You're feeling sick, your mind is broken, and your heart is done. I want to end you broken. You know you can't survive another day without being around me. Watch and stay, you know. You really don't want to do this. You really don't know who you're messing with right now. Am I my element, fellas? Don't come anymore, right? You really ain't gonna go anywhere. Just shut your mouth. Shut your damn wormhole. I don't want to hear another peep from you unless it's sorry that I blocked you. Who's the breaker now? I'm using you as medicine. I'll break you like your bones. Lauren, step up. Watch me end your conversation. This will end up being your final annihilation. So that is how I feel about you.
Don't just get a CRM.
If anyone knows her, send this to her. That's how I feel about her. It may not be the best, but at least she gets my message. And Lauren, if you're just thinking about forgiving me, forget it. I don't like you anymore. You're dead to me. Alright, till next time. Hope this video can get...
Are we dead ass right now? And like, this is my second time seeing this. You chopped as fuck, bro. Bro, I love comics so much. Oh, bruh. Oh my god. Anyways. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So that's the diss track. Shitty as fuck, right? Okay. Now back to this. He would make Snow play adult games and forcing Snow to join or watch him play. Also forcing Snow to play strip poker, you know. Yeah, and would switch up things to make sure Snow loses, even if Snow didn't want to play and thought it would be, for once, just a regular game. He is very uneducated, so he doesn't know anything about the female anatomy and would make Snow use random objects like a marker, pencil, toothbrush as toys, even once accidentally hurting them. They forced Snow to have their camera up and call while they were showering, despite Snow saying they didn't want to, which has actually become a trigger for them. So if they're having like a bad time, you know, in a shower is just like not accessible for them because of that, which sucks. But you know, I'll always be there if they can't do it themselves. I could always help with their towel on. I would wash their hair with their clothes on. No, okay. He would stare creepily into the camera if he had his camera on, while he forced Snow to, you know, help him. They wanted Snow to use a water bottle full of water to squirt in them to get them used to if he finished in them. His words of wanting to have the feeling of him finished, paraphrased, pretty much. Yep, said he would get Snow pregnant at the age of 14 and 15 for him, and then forcibly then leave them by bringing them into the forest behind his house and grape them if they didn't want to willingly. Said he wanted Snow to get a marking removed off their chest because his culture didn't like it. Would often force Snow onto call basically all the time, which in turn made them not end up eating. Again, they're getting skinny, or they were getting skinny, and I saw it and I was like, oh, like, how was your diet? And they're like, I'm just not really hungry. Wouldn't let Snow take Tylenol for period cramps, no matter how much of the pain they were in. Snow took them anyways. W Snow on that one, because they don't want to feel the feelings of their hips being ripped apart. Me too. Threatened Snow's friends a lot. Threatened me. He said he was gonna beat me up multiple times on multiple occasions. Okay. Would say he's stalking Snow when they were out with friends, that he was in the trees and other bullshit like that. He wasn't. Yeah. So he got jealous of Snow's cat and said, why don't you do it with your cat? Usually referring in a sexual term. What kind of fucking Zionist? Whatever. And then he also got jealous of BTS, the band, by the way, K-pop idols, you know. People were never going to see it in real life because we're poor. And they got jealous of that because Snow told him that their music helped through really hard times. Are we dead ass right now? So, yes, this was my side of the story. Just, he was so fucking annoying with that shit, dude. Like, he would literally spam, like, I'm remembering this. I don't have evidence of this, but he would spam text me on Google Hangouts whenever I stopped responding to him, like, threatening me. He would spam text me, are you scared? Are you scared? Like, no, obviously, I'm just fucking annoyed with you. I'm not gonna fucking respond. Yeah, he would detonate me, threaten to beat me up. He said he would kill me, said he would kill Snow. Just a bunch of fun stuff. Yeah, I don't have any photos of that. Like I said, I use my school account. It's probably some middle schooler now has my ID from then. Not my receipts. It's just my ID. My side of the evidence, just seeing my best friend deteriorate. And it's just not what anyone should ever see, nor should anyone ever experience. That's my side. I'm spreading this for awareness. I'm spreading it for my personal hate, not for any of you guys to be like, oh, you hate him? I hate him too. Like, everyone has their own experiences. He has his own. He wants to deny everything that happened. He wants to forget it, then that's on him. That's not on any of us who remember it and not on any of us who are traumatized from it. And, he has to live with that. Okay. I'm trying to end this on a positive note. There's really no positive note to end this on. So, yeah. I'm not gonna link his channel. He did what he did. He has to live with it. And that's gonna be it.